I'm wedging micaceous pottery clay. I'm gonna make a quick bowl. Some of the tools we use are commercial tools. Some we make. This is making a hand pad, but when you're done, you roll it, the rolling pin. And to show you that really using a puki, starting a basic how to make a pot. If you notice, I indented the patty before I put it in the bowl, because if you don't, it'll stretch when you push the bottom in. You'll stretch it and it thins out the clay on the bottom, so that your if you leave it that way, the bottom will be thinner and your walls will be thicker. What I teach everybody, and this is really basic, is to build straight up first, like a cylinder. The pot should look like a cylinder first, and then you flare or make it round after. A lot of times when you flare, we have our favorite tools. I use my gourds because they have a better natural. You can make a natural shape that fits your bowl better than some of the commercial tools. So these are some of the ones I use a lot. And this one helps to thin the walls and make everything even. And we also have, like, later when you're done, we have stamps, different stamps that you can make either out of wood or pottery plaster. So right now, I'll be flaring this really quickly and move on. If you notice, you can see how it was straight up. Now we have a rounded bowl. And then one of the things we do is some people use banding wheels, some people don't, but I do. And I'm just gonna cut it. This is a needle tool, and this is how you could use it for designing, but one of the main uses is to cut off the rims. Or get you started. Then I'll finish it with a potter's knife. The last thing we do with our pot is we seal the rim, and that's basically with these two fingers, and this one you run them across the top, and that's compressing and pushing out any air bubbles that might be left in the rim. So that's a completed bowl. And then here's another one that's done, and it's drying. On this one though, I need to seal the bottom. Show you that real quick. And all you're doing is just making sure there's no cracks in the bowl, in the bottom. If you sealed or compressed the inside first, you shouldn't have to do too much work on the bottom. You're just sealing. And if you like, you could just wet it, get smooth. That's sealing the bottom. Now it's ready to be dried out completely, and you can put it back in the cooking. So these are done. The next thing is sanding. Let me just show you. With my acacious pottery, it dries really hard. It's been compared to like porcelain, so we have to use sandstone for that. Normally whatever fits in your hand is fine. And then there's two ways to sand, either with sandpaper or sandstone. And the first one is round. You go around in circles. Or back and forth. And what I'm doing right here, the first thing I'm doing is I'm concaving the bottom. That way my pot doesn't wobble when it's sitting on a table. And what I'm looking for here is getting out all these little dark spots. That's how I know that area is completed. You won't see any dark spots. For today, that's all I'll do. Missed the spot. And you sand inside and out. Then the next step would be to slip and design or paint if you like to paint.